the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here in Chicagoland for the Climb Against Parkinsons 200 as the AMA OI Roofing Pro Cup Esports Series tackles 200 miles at the Chicagoland Speedway. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and I am ready and excited to be bringing you tonight's event here on Turn 3 Racing Network. I hope y'all are strapped in and holding on tight, because it is going to be some great wheel-to-wheel action all night long. Tonight's race, as I said, is called the Climb Against Parkinsons, and one other driver that is sporting the Climb on their hood, that is the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Doug, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're doing an impromptu interview. We're going to throw you under the bus here, not even tell you we're doing it. So what can you tell us about the Climb?
The Climb is a program that originated in 2009 to help Parkinson's patients. It's just an exercise program. There's a whole lot more to it than that. I was just reading up today, actually, and my bad for not getting it together, but they have a new deal out, a bicycle for Parkinson's patients that helps them, move and get their mobility. It's a great deal, man. Just like to say a couple things. Any cause out there is great. Anything anybody can do. If you can't donate money, try to donate time. Your local VA, your children's hospital, your retirement homes, anything would help anybody.
Well, man, the Climb is, I've been on your car all season long, and you've been having some solid runs in that 45 machine tonight. What do you think your chances are here at Chicagoland?
I think I got good chances on the long run. I'm not usually that good at qualifying or a short car, run, but it seems like lately the long runs have been benefiting me. So hopefully we get some good long runs and I can work my way through and see what happens.
All right, man. Well, good luck tonight. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and we hope to talk to you again later on tonight.
All right, Kara. Hey, I'd just like to thank a few people, Ohio and Indiana Roofing, for sponsoring our series. We all greatly appreciate that. Evidence-Based Mommy, Double Deuce Tavern and Family Pizzeria, Black Hawk Motorsports, and of course Turn 3 Network for broadcasting. We appreciate it.
You are very welcome. That is Doug Wysocki driving the 45 machine with the Climb posted all over that thing tonight. All right, qualifying underway. Dale Osmond, first car out on the track. He is enjoying being the first car out on track. We'll see if he can put that car on pole, as he is going to slam on the brakes. Looks like he is not going for a pole time. He is going to go for the longest lap time. So Dale Osmond going to try and start from the rear with a qualifying time. Darren Bruce in the 27 machine, rolling out on track. Darren based out of the Carolina group. And right now, the first car to set a qualifying time, that is the 21 of Stephen Carey. Currently has that thing in the top spot. Devin Rogers in the 18 machine, holding on to second. Only 3 cars have turned in a qualifying time. Rogers is going to turn a faster second lap, and he is going to move to the top spot momentarily, but then Stephen Carey takes it right back. Brandon Stokes in the 82. He is the only other car to turn in a qualifying lap time. And Stokes is going to the top of the charts in that 82 machine. Josh Spalding in the 48, rolling around on the high side now. The black and yellow Lowe's 48 machine. Currently on the clock for his qualifying lap time. If we look at our qualifying times for the moment, as you can see, we've only had 4 drivers turn in a lap time. Dustin Ping in the 1. Low right there for the moment. See if he's going to get that sorted and get rolling out once again. The 19 of Cade Green out on track as well. Cade Green currently in a 4-way tie, for 10th place in the point standings. That 4-way tie here, gonna be interesting to see who can come out on top of that situation. But while these guys wrap up qualifying, we're gonna step away and we're gonna play the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are starting to take their positions on our starting grid. That means it's time to go through our lineup. Row number 1 is going to consist of the 27 of Darren Bruce and the 82 of Brandon Stokes. Darren Bruce walking away with the Hilton Crafts and Designs Pole Award here tonight at Chicagoland. Congratulations to Darren Bruce. Row number 2 going to be made up of Stephen Carey in the 21 and the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Row 3 will be the 46 of Chris Mefford and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Row 4 will be the 45 of Doug Wysocki and the 18 of Devin Rogers. Row 5 will be the 1 of Dustin Ping and the 9 of Zach Taylor. Row 6 will be the 19 of Cade Green and the 88 of Dale Osmond. Row 7 will be last week's winner, the 86 of Jerry West and the 48 of Josh Balding. Row 8 will be the 55 of Steve Baker and the 94 of Troy Radford. Row 9 will be the 42 of Chris McCullough and the 09 of Wendell Lowe. Now row 10, bringing up tail end of the field here tonight, will be the 47 machine of Ray Radford. Mike Massengill, our live race admin. As always, we want to give our admins a special shout out and thank you for sacrificing their night to sit here and watch these guys go around the Chicagoland Speedway tonight. Aaron Bruce in the 27 on the inside line with the 82 of Brandon Stokes on his outside. Lights are out on the pace car. We are getting ready to go 200 miles here at Chicagoland. How will this race play out? Here we go to find out. Darren Bruce in control of the field. Green flag is out. Now we are underway here tonight. Bruce in the 27 down on the inside here. He's going to get a good run, but that 82 is going to build a full head of steam down the backstretch, and he is starting to turn it on. Here comes the 82 on the outside. Darren Bruce in the 27 has some help from the 21 of Stephen Carey as he got a little bit of momentum from that 21. They were able to hold that white line all the way around. This car looking very stable out here tonight. These drivers going to try and race as close as possible. We're going to see some great wheel-to-wheel action all night long, and the start of this race is no different. Very talented drivers out there. The 27 of Darren Bruce still holding on to the top spot, but now the 21 of Carey on his inside. It looked like Carey in the 21 was able to lead that lap, but only for a moment as the 27 has snuck back on by with a good bit of momentum from that outer lane. Stokes right there in third place. Way up high goes the 46 of Chris Mefford. Now 3 wide off of turn number 4. That is Doug Wysocki in the 45, the 18 of Devin Rogers. And Chris Mefford still losing spots here. Now Rogers is going to try and work the outside of Doug Wysocki down this curved backstretch. Into turn 3, Rogers takes the spot. Move Devin into 6th place, but here comes the 45 of Doug Wysocki. He is not giving up the position just yet. Heck of a battle here for 6th place. Meanwhile, the battle up front, the 27 of Darren Bruce. Out front with Stephen Carey in the 21, sitting in second. Now Carey under attack from the 82 of Brandon Stokes. Stokes has the position down on the inside. He is going to slide up in front of the 21. 5-car train, top 5 running nose to tail, and then Stephen Carey's going to peek out a little bit there. And now Stokes going for the lead. The 27 machine of Darren Bruce holding on to that outside lane. Not really giving anyone room up there to get around him. He is forcing everyone down to the inside. Tyler Hilton in the 52 machine, 5th car in this train. We go on board with the 52. Want to give a shout out and thank you to everyone joining me on YouTube. Hope you all have a good and enjoyable evening here with me tonight. And Miss Linda, kitties are adorable. Gonna go with the name. We got two. It's a 2-for-1. They're gonna be named Annie and Oakley, or Annie Oakley, who was a sharpshooter in the Wild Bill show. He didn't carry in the 21. Now he's falling back a little bit. We got heavy contact that involves the 88 of Dale Osmond. He's gonna tag the wall there. The caution flag is gonna come out. It looked like someone bounced off the outside wall, got sideways, and Dale Osmond was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Looked like the 19 of Cade Green. Big wiggle coming up off the corner. So the 88 with some early damage, bringing out our first caution of the night. It looked like the 9, I was saying the 19, the 9. Zach Taylor was just trying to find some room. A lot of drivers coming down pit road, but the 55 of Steve Baker, he is going to stay out. He is going to lead a lap here. He may hit pit road this time. He may not. I'm not entirely sure what his strategy is, but everyone on the pit road. 4 tires and fuel would be my guess. And Brandon Stokes in the 82 gonna win the race off of pit road. Aaron Bruce comes off second. Dustin Ping will round out our top 3 to exit pit road. Steve Baker, though, did stay out on track. Baker in that 55 machine. Driver for Smoke Show Racing. He is looking like he is going to hit pit road this time. So that puts everyone on the same pit strategy. Dale Osmond in the 88 after an extensive pit stop to try and hammer out some damage. Back out on track. A little bit of contact on the front end of that machine. Dale, who has been climbing the points here of late, right now finds himself in 7th place in the point standings. Plenty of time left in this race to recover from this incident. Be watching for that 88 machine to make its way up to the front of the field before the night is over. Your race leader is the 82 of Brandon Stokes. Good pit stop for Stokes has gotten him out front. A few more cars peel off, hitting pit road for one last top off of fuel. Lights do go off on the pace car. Our points leader coming into tonight's event, Dustin German, driver of the 99 machine. He has not made it out tonight. We will have a points shakeup. Steve Baker in the 55. He was only 5 points behind Dustin German. Harry West was only 11 points behind. Brandon Stokes making his second start of the season with the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series. All right, pace car is off. Here we go. Stokes in control of the field. He has chosen the inside lane. He gets on the throttle, and we get back underway. Our first caution wrapped up, and green flag flies once again. Stokes wasting no time with a great jump. He has really cleared the field going into turns 1 and 2 all by himself. But these drivers will close that gap to him very quickly. Stokes right on the bottom. Meanwhile, the 27 of Darren Bruce tried to highline. Bruce gonna fall back to 4th place here. Even carrying the 21 into 3rd. Dustin Ping now making a move on the inside of Stokes. Ping not quite having the momentum to clearing by corner exit. A drag race down into turn number 3, still racing side by side. And now the one machine moves in front of Stokes. Dustin Ping gonna lead that lap. Brandon Stokes to his inside. Takes the lead back away. As these two battle for the lead. Several other battles are taking place all throughout this field here tonight. Troy Radford in the 94 machine. He's moved up into 8th place after starting 16th, so he is trying to work his way to the front of the field. Steve Baker in the 55 stayed out to lead a lap. He is in 9th place. Cade Green in that white and green machine. We go on board with the 19. Green right along the wall by corner exit. Following in the tire tracks of the 55 of Baker until he gets to the corner. He's going to ride the high side a little bit here. Field looking to be single file for the most part. 03 of Kenneth McCullough taking a peek on the inside of Green, but does not pull the trigger by corner entry. Meanwhile, at the front, our leaders are still running side by side. Stephen Carey in the 21 starting to join them for this battle. Now we're going to have a 3-car battle for the lead. In a moment, we can make it 4 as the 27 of Darren Bruce starting to close in on these guys. Tyler Hilton has lost a few car lengths to this 4-car battle. He is still right there. We go on board with the 52. 55 machine of Steve Baker down underneath the 18 of Devin Rogers. Troy Radford has gotten by Rogers as well, so Rogers trending in the wrong direction for the moment. The thing about these cars, these tires, the more into this green flag run we get, the more you're going to see those who have saved some tire and those who have not. We're losing a few spots here early in a run may not mean the end of your night, may not even mean the end of your fuel run. I'll just start picking off a few of these cars if he's doing a good job of conserving his tires. Going on board the 45 of Doug Wysocki, looking out the back of this machine. Baker in the 55 making a move to the inside of Troy Radford. Baker going to try and get 2 for 1. Pulls alongside the 45 of Doug Wysocki. And Steve Baker is going to complete the pass by the time they get into turns 1 and 2. To move Steve Baker into 6th place. Troy Radford trying to squirt underneath the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Meanwhile, the 86 of Jerry West, last week's race winner at Rockingham, he has moved into 10th place, and he's going to give a little shunt to the 18 of Devin Rogers. Rogers able to save it. But Devin staying up on the wheel there. Good little catch by him. Meanwhile, the 1 of Dustin Ping is starting to open up a gap. He has almost a 1.3 second lead over 2nd place Brandon Stokes. Stokes now battling with the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Tyler taking a peek to the inside here. This will be a pass for 2nd place. It looks like Stokes could be freight trained here as Hilton is going to get on by. Here comes the 27 of Darren Bruce. Stephen Carey in the 21 machine would like to join that train. The vehicle's passing the 82 of Stokes. Meanwhile, Steve Baker 3 wide. Oh, things are getting close here. Stokes kept his foot in it. Was able to have a good run into the corner. It looked like the 21 and the 55 got a little worried there that they were 3 wide. Both of them wisely backed out of it, but did not have a lot of room for an error. Everyone comes away cleanly from that. Our expected fuel run here tonight is 40 to 45 laps. We're getting close to halfway through this fuel run. Miss Annie jumps up into my lap and hurrying and everything. What more can I do? The 94 of Troy Radford get down into turn 1 and 2. Now Carey touches the apron. Big slide, big save by the 21. Tires will start to give out. We're having a little bit of internet issues here with the yellow flag flying. Looked like something happened to the 46. Sorry, it was the 82 of Brandon Stokes. We try and get this internet sorted. Hopefully it settles down. The 82 of Brandon Stokes bringing out our second caution of the night. Now all the drivers hitting pit road. Dustin Ping had the biggest lead we have seen so far tonight. All gets wiped away with this caution. And man, that was a huge race off of pit road. Looks like maybe the 27 is going to win it by inches. Tyler Hilton comes off second. Dustin Ping pitting from the lead. Finds himself third car off of pit road. Dale Osmond in the 88 machine. Not yet coming to pit road. With the damage on that 88, he's going to take this opportunity to get a bonus point for leading a lap. I'm sure he will hit pit road next time by. Your race leader is the 88 of Dale Osmond, but he has not made a pit stop here, and I do not expect to see him stay out there. The Darren Bruce in the 27 should inherit the lead when the 88 peels off for pit road. '82 machine still being serviced on pit road. Hopefully he can get back out there. And now the 88 does peel off for pit road. And the 27 of Darren Bruce taking over top spot. Lights go out on the Ford Mustang. Means it's time to get ready to go back racing once again. Have just about 100 laps left in tonight's event, having completed 35 of them. We're on lap 35. We've completed 34. I can do math, I promise. Not always the best at it. If Brandon Stokes cannot get back out there, he will be our first DNF. For the moment, they are still working on that 82 machine. No other cars are off track. Everyone still out there. Chris Mccullough in the 46. Like he had a little bit of an issue. He had to go behind the wall for 3 laps. Finds himself running in 18th place. 3 laps down. But here we go. Green flag back out. Darren Bruce in the 27 with a good little jump. Finds himself in that clean air and trying to run away from this field, but that's going to be hard to do as these cars, this package, lends itself to really pull the cars behind you up to your back bumper. D. Baker in the 55 going for a trip through the grass. Things got a little tight coming off the corner, and Baker, who is inside the top 5, falls all the way to 12th place. He's got to get that machine back up there. All the spots he's gained. That 55 machine, I know he can do it. He did it once, he can do it again. Although he does have a little bit of wrinkle on that right front. Your new leader is the one machine of Dustin Ping. Darren Bruce in the 27. Trying to track down the 1. These two have gotten a little bit of separation from the rest of the field. But here comes a new challenger for the top spot. That is the 42 of Chris Mccullough. McCullough sneaking his way into the top 3 here. He sets his sights on first and second place. Chris Mccullough in the 42. Very close to a win last week. Strategy just did not work out into his favor. He did bring it home in second place though. Meanwhile, Stephen Carey in the 21, Kenneth McCullough in the 03. They're going to go side by side here through 1 and 2. Looks like Carey going to tuck in behind the 03. Stephen Carey started 3rd place tonight. Right now running in 7th place. Tyler Hilton in the 52, going to lose a spot to the 03 at Kenneth McCullough. Or does he? As Tyler gets a good entry into 1 and 2, he's going to have a lot of momentum on that high side. And McCullough going to tuck in behind the 52 of Hilton. So Hilton, for the moment, stays in the top 5. Meanwhile, Dustin Ping trying to open up a gap once again. Ping finds himself with a 0.7 second lead over Darren Bruce. Look out the back of Dustin Ping in the 1 machine as these drivers starting to spread out a little bit now. I do want to report that the 82 of Brandon Stokes has gone behind the wall. They have decided to pack it up and go home early here tonight. We have 16 cars on the lead lap. Dale Osmond in the 88 machine is the first and only car 1 lap down. Chris Mccullough in the 46 finds himself 3 laps down. As the one of Dustin Ping has that bit of a gap there. Darren Bruce, not as fortunate. The 42 of Chris Mccullough and the 94 of Troy Radford. We got one slicing through the grass. That is the 27 of Darren Bruce. Darren going up the racetrack here. No yellow. We stay green. That 27 came up off the corner, tagged the wall, and then had to chase that car all the way down the backstretch. Darren Bruce falling from 2nd place down to 16th. Your race leader is the one of Dustin Ping. Meanwhile, the 94 of Troy Radford and the 42 of Chris Mccullough, they're trying to have a little bit of a discussion on who is going to run 2nd place. Looks like for the moment the 94 of Radford has the position. But Troy Radford now setting his sights on the one of Dustin Ping. Drivers have done about 14 laps on these sets of tires. That is about halfway through the tire life. We are going to start to see these drivers having to work the throttle a lot more, having to be gentle with it. Can't get the power down too fast. Car will step out sideways. Can't do it too early or you find yourself pushing up off the corner into the outside wall. Third place, Chris Mccullough in the 42. Teammate right behind him from White Trash Racing. That is Kenneth McCullough in the 03. These two running 3rd and 4th place. Should they start hooking up? Trying to work as teammates to get to the front. That would be an interesting situation if we could see how well a tandem draft would work. Meanwhile, the 86 of Jerry West finding himself in 5th place. Jerry trying to make his 3rd win of the season and 2 in a row. Now the 86 looking to the inside of the 03. Jay Weezy doesn't have the momentum that he needs just yet. But Jerry right there with the 03. Now he's making a move to the inside at the corner. But McCullough just able to carry too much momentum off of the corner. Meanwhile, Troy Radford is reeling in the one of Dustin Ping. That is a battle for the lead that is starting to shape up. Kenneth McCullough has ceded the position to the 86 of Jerry West, so put Jerry West into 4th place. Stephen Carey in the 21 machine. He's found a little spot to log some laps right now. Not under any pressure from the car behind him of the 52 Tyler Hilton. Not close to the 03 of Kenneth McCullough, so he is just riding around in a nice little safe bubble right there. Meanwhile, the 18 of Devin Rogers has been stalking the back bumper of Hilton, trying to inch closer to it. The 55 of Baker, who had lost a few spots, came up off the corner and got sideways. He has moved inside the top 10. He has found himself in 9th place. He's in need of a caution to try and work on some of that damage he's gotten. One other driver that had the same situation got loose coming up off the corner. That is the 27 machine of Darren Bruce. Bruce finds himself in 15th place now. 16.5 seconds off the lead. Speaking of the lead, Troy Radford in the 94 has taken over the top spot. Dustin King in the 1 with a little bit of internet issues there. Don't feel bad, Dustin. I had my own little spike not too long ago. Chris Mccullough in the 42 starting to get under pressure from the 86 of Jerry West and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Jay Weezy on that back bumper. These 3 cars right here. Looks like Jerry West might be trying to peek down to the inside. McCullough, though, just carrying a little too much speed for Jerry West to do anything with. They are closing in on the 1 of Dustin King. Dustin King really starting to suffer from fall off here. He's running in the 32-second bracket. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are running high 31s. Dustin King really losing some ground right now. Tyler Hilton in the 52 machine on the pit road. He's the first one on the pit road. A little bit of a short pit for that 52. But our fuel window is open to make it on one more pit stop. From here after this one, so 2 more pit stops total. Tyler Hilton pitting early. 4 tires for that 52 machine. He's back out on track trying to get up to speed. Jerry West in the 86. A little bit of a wiggle there by the from the 03 getting around him now. Chris Mccullough in the 42 has caught up to the 1 of Dustin King. Window low in the 09, sporting the Mission 22 on that hood. He is into his pit box. He's going to overshoot it a little bit. Under green or flag situations, that's going to cost him some time. So we have our second car on the pit road. Meanwhile, the 42 and the 03 Rocket on by the 94 Troy Radford, who has hit pit road. So is the 86 of Jerry West. So Chris McCullough in the 42 gonna lead his first lap of the race. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough might try and lead the next one, as he is gonna pull alongside the 42 down the backstretch. Goes high into 3 and 4. But the 42 with a great run from the middle of the corner on off is going to hold on to the lead for the moment. But here comes Kenneth McCullough once again. Now Kenneth down to the inside. 03 is going to clear the 42, and he is going to lead for the first time tonight. That gives us 14 lead changes in 67 laps. Lee Baker in the 55, he is on the pit road and into his pit stall. The 86 of Jerry West has found himself in front of Troy Radford in the 94. Radford finds himself 2 seconds behind the 86, then an extra 3 seconds on pit road in his pit stall. So effectively, Jerry West will have the lead when this green flag pit stop cycle is completed. Your race leader is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. McCullough, who started 6th, now led 4 laps. Just about less than 10 laps of fuel left in that machine. It looks like he is going to hit pit road this time, so Kenneth McCullough hitting from the lead. That will give the lead to the 19 of Cade Green. Cade gonna lead his first laps of the race as he battles with the 9 of Zach Taylor. The 21 is Stephen Carey, unlapping himself from making his pit stop. 42 of Chris McCullough, he has also been on and off a pit road. Kenneth McCullough in the 03. Back out on the racetrack. Now that just leaves Cade Green and Zach Taylor, as Josh Balding in the 48 has hit pit road. These are our last 2 drivers to not make a pit stop. They are hoping for a caution here. Did they get that caution, they would be able to trap a lot of drivers 1 lap down. of Ray Radford rejoining the race after making his pit stop. Cade Green in the 19. That's the 5 of Doug Wysocki go on by. 86 of Jerry West will take over the top spot as Cade Green comes to pit road. Jerry West up to full speed. He will come around and inherit the lead. Troy Radford in the 94 came off the pit road 3 seconds behind Jerry West. Has closed that gap now to 0.6 seconds. With green flag pit stops being completed, Jerry West is your race leader. Troy Radford sitting in second. Stephen Carey in the 21 finds himself in third place, 4.8 seconds behind Troy Radford. Chris Mccullough in the 42 machine, sitting in the fourth place. Tyler Hilton will round out your top 5 here tonight. Chris Mccullough in the 42 led for a few laps. Now finds himself running in fourth place. The same for the 03 at Kenneth McCullough. He led for a handful of laps. He was running around in sixth place. But the battle for the lead here is between the 86 and the 94. Jerry West, Troy Radford, they are enjoying about a 4.5 second lead over third place Stephen Carey. Troy Radford was closing the gap to the 86 very quickly. But now that he has burned the good off of his tires, he's been holding steady at 0.6 seconds behind the 86. Troy Radford sitting in second place. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 is squeezed on by the 52 of Tyler Hilton. The 18 of Devin Rogers going on by, but Rogers is 1 lap down. So Tyler Hilton finds himself in sixth place. 55 of Steve Baker, currently in seventh with the 45 of Doug Wysocki on his back bumper. To go on aboard with our race sponsor tonight, Doug Wysocki trying to promote some awareness for the climb. Climb above Parkinsons on the quarter panel of tonight's race car. Hale Osmond in the 88. Got a glimpse of him. He is sitting in 17th place. He is 1 lap down. So the damage to that 88 machine has really slowed him up quite a bit. Have one car on pit road. That is the 46 of Chris Mefford. Meanwhile, Gary West continues to lead. Troy Radford in the 94 has now fallen to 0.7 seconds behind. So after closing the gap very, very quickly, maybe at too fast of a pace, Troy Radford having to settle in right there in second place. Maybe try and charge once again when they make their final pit stops. Fuel window for our final stops will open somewhere around lap 94. That's about 10 laps away. Tyler Hilton, last pit stop, was the first one to hit pit road. We'll see if he will continue that trend. Jumps up in my lap. That's a cute little kitty. Trying to find some action here. It looks like the 55 is Steve Baker down to the inside of Tyler Hilton. So move Baker into 6th. Baker did not spend a lot of time on pit road working on that machine, but they were able to smooth some of the edges out. Dustin Ping in the 1, an early race leader. He finds himself in 8th place. Mission 22 on the side of that. And on the nose. No, it's all over the car, let's be honest. Mission 22, good little charity. Zach Taylor in the 9. Right now he is running in 11th place. Taylor finds himself 2.2 seconds behind Josh Spalding in the 48. Spalding, the black and yellow car, on ahead there. Taylor with a bit of a wiggle coming up off of 4. Start to hear these drivers pedal the car on corner entry. Gary West in the 86, though, continues to lead. He has opened up a 0.8 second lead over Troy Radford now. Chris Mccullough sitting in 3rd. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 machine finding himself in 4th place. Then the 21 of Stephen Carey will round out your top 5. And then Steve Baker has 5.6 seconds to make up to get to the back bumper of the 21 machine. Our fuel window for a final pit stop be opening up here very soon. You're seeing when drivers are going to hit pit road. The first and second place, 2.5 second lead over Chris Mccullough in the 42. Mccullough has been trying to close that gap to him. Aaron Bruce in the 27 is the last car on the lead lap, and he is in danger going one lap down. Bruce, our Hilton Crafts and Designs Pole Award winner, running in 13th place after a big wiggle off of turn number 2. Chased that car all the way down the backstretch through the grass. Fortunately, got it slowed down enough before he cut back up onto the track, hitting into the outside wall. No caution came out for him, though, as that 27 lost a lot of ground, a lot of time. And now the 86 of Jerry West looming large in his rear view mirror. Bruce running in 13th spot. White Trash Racing, Chris Mccullough in the 42 and Kenneth Mccullough in the 03. Running third and fourth, Kenneth Mccullough. Working the throttle there as it goes into 3 and 4. You see the gap up ahead. As Jerry West onto pit road. West has pitted from the lead. He's in his pit box. Pulls away the 55 of Steve Baker, also on pit road, the 27 of Darren Bruce, and the 94 of Troy Radford making their pit stops. Radford to the inside of the 27 here. And Troy gonna slide through his pit stall. That's gonna cost him some time. Chris Mccullough in the 42 back to the top spot as he continues to stay out and cycle around. He has a 4.6 second lead over the 03. Doug Wysocki in the 45, next driver to hit. Finds himself now with a 8-second lead over Troy Radford in the 94. Those guys have made their pit stops. But Troy overshooting his pit box, that cost him a lot of time on pit road. That has given West an 8-second lead when this cycles back through. But Chris Mccullough in the 42 slowing it down. He will be pitting from the lead. Jerry West swinging on by, putting himself back on the lead lap. Dustin Ping in the one machine. He is going to Dustin Ping and Zach Taylor not yet making their pit stops, along with the 19 of Cade Green. The three drivers have not stopped yet. waiting for these three drivers to come to pit road. Meanwhile, the one of Dustin King is once again out front. He is led for 37 laps here tonight. Trying to rack up a few more, hoping for a caution. When you get that caution, he will trap any drivers one lap down, and that is not going to happen. He hits pit road this time. Dustin King on to pit road. The 9 of Zach Taylor, he stays out. And Taylor going to lead his first lap of the race, so give him a bonus point for that. Taylor can go a few more laps on this tank of fuel. Taylor making a move down the inside of the one of Dustin King. And now the 9 of Zach Taylor on the pit road. A little bit of sideways there as he tried to get on the brakes. Able to save it, and that will give the lead to the 86 of Jerry West. Jerry with a commanding lead now. All he has to do is manage the gap back to Troy Radford. In the 94, Radford finding himself 6.3 seconds behind Jerry West. And there you can see the gap that 6.3 seconds is as we go on board with the 94 Troy Radford. Troy is going to have to hustle that car, and with as strong as Jerry has been here tonight, by the time Troy caught him, I don't think he would have anything left in the tank be able to get around that 86. Troy is needing some help from a caution to catch up, resume this battle for the lead. Meanwhile, the 42 of Chris Mccullough inching closer to the back bumper of the 94. This is a battle for second place. Now McCullough down to the inside. Troy Radford going to the top side here, and Chris McCullough going to make the pass, move the 42 into second. Troy Radford falling to third. Nine machine is Zach Taylor. First car one lap down. He is on the freshest tires of everyone here. He has just come off of pit road 3 laps ago. Meanwhile, the 21 is Stephen Carey finds himself in 5th place. Kenneth McCullough in the 03, sitting in 4th. with 2 green flag pit stops, really spreading this field out. Everyone is trying to either manage a gap to the car behind them or close as quickly as possible. But the one driver who isn't too worried is the 86, Gary West, trying to make it 2 in a row. This would be his 3rd win on the season. He's looking at about 20 laps left in this thing. Still having a very comfortable 5-second lead over the 42 of Chris Mccullough. Check in on the 88 of Dale Osmond. Our first driver to experience some problems tonight. Right now he finds himself in 14th place. 1 lap down. Is 10.2 seconds behind 13th place driver. That is Cade Green in the 19 machine. Aaron Bruce in the 27. He is sitting in 12th place. Bruce is 5 seconds behind the 9 of Zach Taylor. Taylor in 11th place here. Taylor is the first car 1 lap down still. See the 42 of Chris Mccullough in that shot with him. Taylor trying to close in on our race leader, Jerry West, to unlap himself. Last car on the lead lap, that is the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Doug having another steady, quiet night in that 45 machine. Not ruffling any feathers. Not creating too much of a stir among the drivers. Started 7th, running in 10th place. Just ahead of him is the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Hilton running in 9th place. Finding himself 3.5 seconds behind the 55 of Steve Baker. Baker running around in 8th place. Steve Baker, who was charging to the front until he got loose off of the corner. Made contact with another car. He was battling for position. They touched. Baker shot through the grass down on the front stretch. Lost a lot of ground, had some damage on the right front. Since then has been trying to recover from that, but the damage has really slowed him down. One of Dustin Ping finds himself in 7th place. Josh Spalding in the 48, just ahead of him. Spalding sitting in 6th. And in 5th place, Stephen Carey battling with the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Carey taking a peek to the inside here. McCullough going to try and run around the top, keep that engine wound up, but it is not enough as Stephen Carey in the 21 completes the pass, and that moves Kerry into 4th place. Third is still the 94 of Troy Radford. So Radford has fallen 3.9 seconds behind second place, Chris Mccullough, and he is 8.3 seconds behind our race leader, Gary West, in the 86. Speaking of the 42 of Chris Mccullough, he's been trying to close the gap to Jerry West, but that gap has just been too large. Jerry West able to manage it very well with a 4.6 second lead. That 86 does not have to run too hard. We're coming up with 10 laps to go this time by. Kerry looking to lock down, leading the most laps, getting a bonus point for that. With Dustin German in the 99, not able to make the race tonight. Should Jerry West be able to hold on for the win, he'll take over the top spot in the point standings. Gary under no pressure. He's got no cars in front of him, nobody behind him. He can just run a nice steady pace. .42 of Chris Mccullough, just unable to get any closer than 4.8 seconds. That is where that time has leveled off at. Stephen Carey in the 21, sitting in 4th place. He does find himself 4.2 seconds behind Troy Radford. Radford has really been falling off quickly here at 94, at going slower and slower each lap. But don't believe that the 21 is going to have enough time to catch the 94. Doug Wysocki, last car on the lead lap, riding around in 10th place. You can see Jerry West in the 86 just behind him. West not trying too hard to catch up to Doug Wysocki, as there will be 4 laps to go this time around. Jerry West trying to take over the top spot in the point standings. Coming around now, looking at 3 laps to go. Driver for the Smoke Show Racing team. a 4-car team that consists of West, Josh Spalding, Baker, and Dustin German. Smoke Show Racing does have the top 3 locked out in the points standings, with Dustin German coming into tonight as the points leader. Jerry West looking to take over that top spot from him, since German could not make it tonight. And Steve Baker in the 55 in 3rd place in the points standings after it is all said and done. And Spalding all the way down in 14th place in the point standings, has missed 2 races on the season. A white flag in the air, the 86 of Jerry West, old Jay Wheezy himself, one more time around. Off of turn number 2 onto this curved backstretch that is Chicagoland. West could pull in the clutch and coast from here. The 86 machine bringing it home, making it 2 in a row. Jay Wheezy going back to back and picking up the win here at Chicagoland in the climb against Parkinsons 200. What a race this was. We only had 2 cautions on the night. We saw 2 green flag pit stops, and these drivers put on a heck of a show getting this race done while they raced side by side on these restarts. These green flag pit stop cycles really spread the field out. Saw a lot of cars coming and going, but in the end, the race win goes to the 86 of Jerry West. Well, guys, we're going to step away for a moment. We're going to set up our post-race show. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Jerry West in the 86 has celebrated this victory by burning down some tires. Jerry, you make it 2 in a row. Congratulations on going back to back and picking up the win here at Chicagoland.
Hey man, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to save some gas there so I could do a smoke show there at the end of that one. We really cut it close on fuel, short pitting there. Trying to get out in front, you know, as far as we could, you know, just trying to get out there, man. You know, it's a lot easier to stay out in front than it is to try to catch somebody, and sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't, man. But Chris fought really hard. Troy was up there all night, man. We had a great race here tonight, man. So had a lot of fun, man. But we needed another win. We'll take it.
Well, the 86 picks up the win here tonight, and very possibly the points lead, as Dustin German was unable to make it tonight. How are you feeling your chances are continuing with the rest of the season and into the playoffs?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's tricky how it works over here, how they got the rules. So, you know, anybody can win this championship. I mean, you only got to show up for half of the races, I think, and to be eligible. So I think Dustin will still have a shot at it, even though he's going to be, I think he's going to be away for about the next 3 or 4 races. I think 3 more races he's going to miss. I'm not quite sure on that, but I think so. So, you know, the way they got it set up, though, you know, you only got to have, I think you got to complete half of the regular season and be there for all the playoff races. So it gives everybody a shot at this one. So we're just trying to get as many wins in as we can, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs.
Oh man, great race out there tonight. Made excellent pit stops. Good strategy. It seemed like you had this race pegged from the get-go. Worked your way through the field, and here you are in victory lane for 2 in a row. Congratulations, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. You know, and I'd like to thank the Climb Against Parkinsons, man. It's an honor to win this race here. You know, they brought us this race here at Chicagoland, so big shout out to the Climb Against Parkinsons. You know, like I said, it's an honor to win the race here for these guys. And AMA, man, awesome league. You know, these guys, they know what they're doing out there. They get a little antsy at first, and then you know, once they get all that out of their blood, it goes green. So it's always fun, man. So I got to thank the drivers as well, and all the admins, especially Mike Massengill and Tyler, man. They do a great job, man, with this league. So I love racing over here with these guys. And of course, SRTV Network on the hood, and my teammates, man, Smoke Show Racing. We made it another one here. We've been doing pretty good this season, so I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. We're out of fuel.
All right, Jerry. Well, congratulations on the win, man. Job well done here tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's time to move on to our second place finisher, and that is the 42 of Chris Mccullough. Chris, for the second week in a row, you finish in second place, trying to chase down that 86. Sooner or later, you're going to be able to get to that back bumper. Will it be next week?
Well, I'm hoping so. I'm about tired to finish second behind Jerry. That's for sure.
Well, that 42 machine started in 17th position. You had to work your way through the field here tonight. Got to lead as you tried to offset some pit strategy there for a few laps. With the 2 green flag pit stops, though, do you feel you hurt your chances by staying out?
I feel like I stayed out too long on the first green flag, and I think I had it pegged right for the second one. I just got unlucky when I came off pit road and hit cars. I was doing about half a second a lap. When I first came off pit road, I was about half a second lap faster than Jerry. So I was definitely moving, but I just caught lap cars, and then the 9 had fresher tires coming behind me. So it just hurt my time gain. And then once the tire had leveled off, I was way too far, and then overdriving to try to catch. But I can't complain. Another second place. It's fun to have fast cars, and it's fun to have green flag racing.
Well, the 42 second place once again here tonight, improving your points chances as you are having these great finishes. Still got to be walking away pretty happy with another second place.
Yeah, I can't complain. My main focus entering these races is to keep a clean car until we get spread out and we can actually start racing. As long as I keep that strategy, I feel like I should have a top 5 car majority of the weeks. This style of racing definitely doesn't fit my driving style. I definitely like having more off throttle time, but it's fun nevertheless.
All right, man. Well, that 42 doesn't always get into second place by itself. Any thank yous you need to give for tonight's finish?
Yeah, I got to thank my team, Kenny. Glad he got a good finish. He's had a rough luck this season. Also got to thank Mike and Tyler and all the drivers in here. It's really fun to get out here and drive your guts out and go green like we do. And thanks, KR, for broadcasting. It's always fun talking to you after the race. Just not before.
All right, Chris. Well, congratulations on your second place, man. Nice job out there tonight.
Thank you, sir. Hope everybody have a good weekend.
Having a great weekend is in the plans for me. But before I can do that, I got to talk to one more driver. That is driver of the 94 machine, Troy Radford. You bring it home third place here tonight, Troy. Tell us a little bit about your race.
It was just a race of missed opportunities, man. Me and Jerry had a heck of a race going, and I don't know what happened on that first green flag pit stop, but iRacing let me off the jack. I tried to accelerate, and as soon as I accelerated, it held me. It held me for like 3 seconds, which, killed any lead I had there over Jerry. And then I had to abuse the tires to catch back up to him. And then second pit stop, I just blew it. I just didn't get in the stall right, had to back up, and lost too much time to really be competitive there for the win. So, congrats to Jerry. Absolutely great run for him. Chris had a good tire strategy and just executed a little better. So, I was fast. I was there. Just blew it. First pit stop wasn't my fault, but the second one definitely that was all me.
Well, Troy, having missed 2 races of the season so far, you are rising in the point standings. You gained 4 positions last week. Looks like you might be gaining another couple more spots as well. So that 94 trending in the right way. How do you feel your chances are with continuing on moving up in the point standings?
Honestly, I'd love to keep moving up, but it's really hard for me. Thursday nights are terrible work nights for me, so it's typically at best a 50-50 shot of whether I can get here or not. So I'd love to run for a championship, but I've had some really bad luck this season in the A car, and then on top of that, just even getting here is just tough sometimes. So do the best I can, and if I can get in there, heck, I'm going to do it.
All right. Well, the 94 finishing third here tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
First one, big shout out to the Ohio and Indiana Roofing Company for sponsoring the series and doing what they do. It's, awesome to see, companies that are outside of sim racing get out there and, put some money behind it just to help out. And I'm sure they're out there watching too. So thank you guys for what you do. I've got to thank Evidence-Based Mommy, parenting blog, of course, always run the colors now, National Kindy Foundation, as well as Falcon Motorsports with, Tyler Hilton, Chris Mefford, and Doug Wysocki. And of course, KR, gotta thank you for doing what you're doing, man. It's good to hear that voice.
All right, that is Troy Radford, driver of the 94 machine, bringing it home in third place here tonight, sticking around to give us a post-race interview. Guys, I want to thank everyone so much for joining us here tonight. Saw some great racing action. Only slowed down for 2 cautions over a 134 lap race. Drivers really got to showcase some of their talent and not just being able to drive around under yellow. If you'd like to get in on this broadcast, you can look for the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series in the iRacing League tab. Apply to the league. Well, we'd love to have you out here joining us in these races. They are on the A car, and as I said, that you do gotta have half the races completed to make it into the playoffs. So hurry up and get in on that. That is gonna do it for us. Nothing left but to go through our results here tonight. Jerry West, your race winner. Chris Mccullough finishing second in the 42 machine. Troy Radford in the 94 finishing in third. Stephen Carey pulling off a 4th place finish. Kenny McCullough in the 03 ending up in 5th. Josh Spalding 6th. 7th place going to Dustin Ping. 8th will be Steve Baker. Tyler Hilton finishing 9th. And rounding out your top 10, the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Zach Taylor, the first car 1 lap down, finishing 11th. Darren Bruce will be 12th. 13th place going to Cade Green. Dale Osmond in the 88, finishing 14th. 15th will be the 09 of Wendell Lowe. Devin Rogers in the 18 machine, finishing in 16th. 17th going to Chris Mefford. Ray Radford finishing 18th. 19th going to Brandon Stokes. And Mike Massengill, our race admin. Thank you once again, Mike, doing that for us here tonight. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here at Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And until next time, which, by the way, next time will be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It is the Evidence-Based Mommy 150. So make sure you tune in right here to Turn 3 Racing Network next Thursday. Tackle New Hampshire. Guys, have a good night. And until I see you, thanks for stopping by. And I gotta this. Oh, look. We're going to exit out. Bail out. Bail out.